Good day everyone. Our topic for today is all about measures of position, group data. In order to solve measure of position, we have the following formula. For the QK or quartile, we have QK equals lower boundary or LB plus a square bracket K over 4 times N minus less than cumulative frequency or CF over frequency mode times the class interval or I. For the decile, we have dk equals lb plus k over 10 times n minus cf over fm times I. For the pk or the percentile, we have lower boundary plus k over 100 times n minus cf over fm times I. All of these formulae have the same have the same terms used except for the quartile na gumagamit ng 4, for decile 10, and for percentile 100. Let's have an example. Find the quartile 3, which is the K, decile 2, and percentile 40 of the given data below. So these are the intervals, 61 to 65, 56 to 60, 51 to 55, 46 to 50, and 41 to 45. For the frequency, we have 4, 11, 10, 12, and 3. So we need to determine first the following, the I, or the what we call class interval, number of intervals, and total number of frequency, F frequency, X class mark, or the middle number between intervals, f of x is the frequency times class mark, lower boundary, the less than cumulative frequency, the summation of x or the total of class marks, and summation of f of x, which is the sum of the product of the frequency and the class mark. To start with, we need to make a table for our given data. So we have 61 to 65 up to 41 to 45. The first thing to do is to get the class interval, which is 5, or I equals 5. The second thing to do is to get the total number of frequency, or N, equals 40. So just add 4, 11, 10, 12, and 3. After that, we can have the next one, the class mark, or X. The class mark is the middle number between variables. So we have 61 interval, So 61 to 65 is 63, 56 to 60 is 58, 51 to 55 is 52, 46 to 50 is 48, and 41 to 45 is 43. By the way, if the given, for instance, is 41 to 44, so the middle are the two, 42 and 43, and then just get the the sum, or add the two, 42 plus 43, then divide by 2, that is 42.5. That will be the class mark if the given intervals is even number. And then, but in this one, it is odd number, so it is easy for us to determine the class mark. And then add all the class mark, which is the summation of x. So we have 63 plus 58 plus 53 plus 48 plus 43. The total is 265. For the f of x, that will be frequency times the class mark. Just multiply 4 times 63, and that is 252. Then 638, 530, 576, and 129. Again, get the total f of x, or the summation of f of x. So we have 2125, which is 252 plus 638 plus 530 plus 576 plus 129. And then we will get the lower boundary. The lower boundary will be 61 minus 0.5, that is 60.5, 56 minus 0.5, that is 55.5, and then 50.5, 45.5, and 40.5. And then we will have the cumulative frequency. We will start with the bottom, or the lowest score, which is 41. So the first frequency is 3, so we will write 3. And then we will add 3 to 12, and that is 15. 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 plus 11 is 36, and 36 plus 4 is 40. You will know if you are correct if your answer in the last part is equal to the number of n. So, on this portion, they are equal, they are both 14. So, therefore, the CF is correct. Now, our first formula that I showed a while ago is the QK, or the quartile, equals lower boundary plus square bracket K over N times N minus cumulative frequency over frequency mode times interval. First, we need to determine this, or to solve this one, K over 4 times N. Okay, the given quartile that we have in the problem is Q3, if I'm not mistaken, and the total number of N is 40. So, we will just have this equation. So, 40 times 3 is 120 divide 4, and that is equal to 30. So, this will be our basis for the cumulative frequency and also the basis for the frequency mode. Kung saan mo kukunin yung frequency mode is yung sa 30. Okay, going back to our given table a while ago. So, we have solved this table a while ago. And then our given or our solved data is 30. So now, we will look in the cumulative frequency, the number 30. Kung walang number 30, ano yung mas mataas sa 30? And that is 36. Hindi pwedeng 25. So, hindi siya pwedeng bababa ng 30, pero pwede siyang tumaas ng 30. And that is 36. Okay? And now, what is lower than 36, which is less than cumulative frequency? And that is 25. Okay, so this is our formula kanina. So let us determine first that what are we going to write with this formula. So for the lower boundary, ito yung lower boundary natin. So let me write. So this is the lower boundary for the 55.5. And then K over 4. And ito yung na-solve natin kanina, which is equal to 30 minus less than cumulative frequency. Ito yon. Okay? Hindi kasi pwede yung 36 or 40, then magiging negative yung answer natin. Because our solved data kanina is 30 lamang. If you still remember. And then for the frequency mode, and that is the frequency of 36. Ayan yon. And then, lastly, for the interval, ito siya. Okay? So, ayan yung mga ilalagay natin sa formula. So, this is the equation a while ago. And then the formula, we just put all in the formula. So, we have 55.5 plus 30 minus 25 over 11 times 5. So, we have 30 minus 25, that's 5, I think. Divide 11 times 5 plus 55.5. So, pwede mo siyang i-chop-chopin sa iyong calculator. Pwedeng 30 minus 25 equals, divide 11, click equals, times 5, click equals, and plus 55.5, click equals, and you will get 57.87. In my class, I am considering 2 decimal places for your final answer. And then, let's have the decile. For the decile, the given decile a while ago is D2, if I'm not mistaken. So, therefore, K is equal to 2. And then, we have the same formula as quartile, but different denominator for the K, which is 10. Yung kanina 4. So, we will first solve this one, just like in quartile. So, we have 2 and then 40. So, 40 times 2 is 80 divided 10 is 8. Therefore, our basis for our cumulative frequency is 8. And also our basis for the frequency mode. Now, again, going back to our table, we will look for 8. But there's no 8 number here. So, what is greater than 8? That's 15. So, we will encircle that part. Okay? And then, what is less than 15? And that is 3. Okay, that will be our less than cumulative frequency. And now, this is our formula. So, let's determine the given now. Or what are we going to substitute from this formula? So, for the lower boundary, so this is our lower boundary, this will be the numbers that we're going to substitute. And then, for the K over 10 times N, that's 8. Yung na-solve natin kanina. For the cumulative frequency, we have this number 3. And then, for the FM, we have 12. And last, for the I is 40. So this will be our given on our, that will be going to write in our formula. So this is our formula, and the the number that we have solved a while ago. So using this, we can substitute the given to the formula. So we have 45.5 plus 8 minus 3 over 12 times 5. So again, 8 minus 3, click equals, and that's equal to 5. 5 divide 12, click equals, times 5, click equals, plus 45.5, and then click equals, and you will get 47.58 as your final answer. Again, 2 decimal places for the final answer. And then, the last part is the percentile. Again, same formula with quartile and decile, but different denominator, which is 100. So we're talking about percent. So first, we will solve that one, and that is equal to, okay, so we're looking for the percentile 40, if I'm not mistaken. So the k is 40, and the number of n is 40. That's 40 times 40 divides 100, and that is 16. So that will be our base for our cumulative frequency and basis for our frequency mode. So going back to our table, we have solved 16. But unfortunately, we only have 15. So what is higher than 16 is 25. So we will encircle that portion. And then, that will be greater than, or what is greater than or equal to 16. Okay, that's 25. And then, what is the less than cumulative frequency? And that is 15 for the 25. And then, this is the formula. Again, just we will just identify what are we going to write from the formula. So we have the lower boundary, and the lower boundary is 50.5. And then for the k, divide 100 times n, that's 16. Yung na-solve natin kanina. For this cumulative frequency, this one, less than cumulative frequency, less than 25. For the frequency mode, is 10. And for the I is 40. Now we can write now the formula and the number that we have solved a while ago as a basis for our cumulative frequency. And now, this will be our given that we had identified a while ago. So we have 50.5 plus 16 minus 15 over 10 times 100. So let's start. 16 minus 15 is 1, divide 10 times 5, click equals, plus 50.5, click equals, and the answer is 51. So that's all about our lesson 4, measures of positions. With that, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe in this channel. Bye.